Okay,
Yeah.
video starting again, and let's go here. In this room, I will tell you a bit more about how to take down a Trojan. But before that, we gotta kill some zombies. Electron Vortex is like a fantastic bomb in Firestorm Citadel. What I would do is I would put Electron Vortex right where they spawn. I would hit this with a sword, keep on charging it, and by that time the Electron Vortex would scoop them all up, and all I would do is I would just charge and I would basically take out at least 4 of them, and if I would do a few more slashes I would kill a whole wave just in that one attack. It would look like something like that.
I've seen that being done, and it is a beautiful thing.
Yes, and that bomb is also very useful in arenas, but the bad thing is you have to do lockdown or blast network, which not many people love to do. Okay,
Gah!
so this guy, this big Trojan here, is someone who I usually take down first. I just wait for him there at the switch and I take him down with my blitz right away. I usually take some damage while doing so, so that's why I never do that when I'm low on health. Which now is not really situation. I have enough to tank up at least 2 hits, but I'm not gonna risk it because he might hit me or shock me. And I'm going to demonstrate some stuff that you need to know about Trojans and Vanajuk. Okay, so when you're in front of a Trojan, they cover more on their left side where they hold their blade. So if you're dodging a Trojan, don't go to that side. Usually go clockwise, not counterclockwise, because when you go this way, they cover less area on their hit this way. That's one thing. Second thing, when you go in front of them like this and stand for a while, there you go, they're ready to attack. So if you want them to attack at a particular place, for example, I wanted to attack right here, just stand there and then he smacks. And then if you want him, see, if you want to attack there, you just stand there. Okay, so as long as I'm moving, he's going to be looking at me. As soon as I stop, he's going to do something. There you go. And if you're moving at the opposite direction of him, when after he smacks and you're moving at the opposite, wait a second, I can demonstrate that. There we go. Now if I'm moving at the opposite direction, oh yeah, okay, sometimes they don't, but if you do move at the opposite direction of them, they might smack again even though you're moving. The same thing that works on them works on lumbers, and it also works on Vanajuk, and it even works on some other mobs, maybe even zombies, I'm not sure. But if you're gonna do a solo Vanajuk round without a shiver, what I just showed you here is exactly what you should use in Vanajuk. So just walk clockwise, because if you walk counterclockwise, he might smack you even though it doesn't seem so. And the puppy room, everyone's favorite place, because nobody sure knows if everyone will, you know, shoot the puppy while they're inside or not. The puppy room, well, I'm gonna let Aki explain the puppy room.
Are you now? Right, okay. With the puppy room, the idea is that you're not meant to activate the turret puppy in the middle. Now, there are 2 ways you can do this without activating the puppy. The first way is if Zika were to go through the bottom and activate this gate here, go for a little bit and go back, it would activate the waves of zombies. And they can kill them all. And you can do it again and bring the zombies through this side, or you can shoot at them with your blitz if you have one.
Yes, of course you can use a sword or any other gun, but I don't recommend using an alchemer because it will bounce off a zombie and hit the puppy there.
Yes.
Alchemers usually bounce
I
off
learned that one. I think everybody who's got an alchemy has learned that one pretty quickly. Anybody who hasn't got, wants to do it a different way, there is another way. Have you got any shock vials, Seeker, or any vials at all?
I only have the freeze and the poison vials, a remedy and a pill, but I can demonstrate how to throw that thing even though we don't have them, or we might get lucky though.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
so first I'm gonna do is my way. This would be one of the ways I like to do it because I don't need to collect shock vials and I can use my alchemy, which I always have with me. Okay, and the second way would be with the shock vial. Now since I don't have a shock vial, I'll have to use another vial just to show you how to throw it. What you do is you come here to this corner and make them all pile up, and then you grab a vial, pull back and throw it and hit him. If you were to do this with a shock vial, you would to shock the
It would travel.
both. Yeah, it would shock both of them or all three of them, and the shock would actually open the door for you, which I can't do now because I don't have a shock vial, but that doesn't really matter because I think this was a good enough demonstration. Okay, so if you can't do it that way, you're gonna have to go this way. If you have a Polaris, you should come here and start shooting this puppy until you kill it, and then just run over there. If you don't have a Polaris, you can use any other gun that you have. For example, if you have a Valiance, you can use a trick we learned from our guildie, Katri. Did I pronounce it right?
Katri, yeah.
Katri. She throws a shock vial or a freeze vial at the puppy and then shoots
or poison.
Or you can always use stuff like this, for example. If you shoot a puppy and then it shoots towards you, you just throw a vial and you destroy the rocket. You can even time it perfectly and destroy the puppy just by using the vials, because you shoot down, because you use its rocket explosions to kill the puppy. There we go, the puppy is dead.
Yep.
And when you kill the puppy, you don't actually have to run all the way over there. You can stay here. We're safe here. See, this area is pretty safe. There's another way, and I'm gonna show you how to deal with the puppy without any vials and without killing it, and I'm gonna show it to you later after we clear this room.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, let's do that, and then we're gonna talk about the DA a bit. Oh no, we already did that. Yeah. Never mind that. Forget what I said. Okay.
Madness, I tell you, utter madness.
How are we gonna deal with this puppy? I'm lagging. Gotta kill the video, then we're gonna continue. Okay, so dealing with this puppy without any guns or without killing it at all. This is what we'll do. We're gonna shoot it with something. Wait for it to turn towards us and then go over here. Stand there, move over here. Watch it, I'm going right here at the edge of the room. Oh, didn't work that time. Okay, it'll work this time, it's not a problem. Nah, this time it won't work. It needs to aim for you while you're right here. If the arrows are on you while you're right here, it worked. But since it didn't work now, we're gonna have to repeat it again. We just take care of this guy. There we go.
The reason why Zika's showing you this is because if the puppy's accidentally activated by one of your party members and you're in the first quadrant, this is an easier way of getting out as well as Zika seems to have got it fixed in the same position, which is what it was meant to show you in the first place.
Yeah, but when you stand here, you're gonna wake it up, so don't drink coffee at that part of the room. Okay, in this room, oh, this room has a secret. We're gonna show you the secret right now. You're gonna love it. This is a great room to trip out your friends. Okay, so what you do, you never cross this middle section here that I'm showing with the cursor, but you can cross it over the spikes because the trigger is actually in the middle between the spikes. So you can actually run around in the circle in this room and kill them with your gun or with your sword. Let's show that. Oh, laggy. I have to get out of the room right away or I'm gonna die. Get away.
There you go, you're out.
Oh, well, the idea was not to spawn the Trojan. Now that the Trojan is here, we are just gonna tell you something and you're gonna have to believe us if you want to, though. Oh yes, the Alchemer. That's what I also wanted to mention. Alchemers are great in Firestorm. They're basically great everywhere, but here in Firestorm you get large groups of enemies spawning together. And doing the charge with the Alchemer, or even the normal shot, will quite often do damage to many of them, which you don't really get in, in normal clockwork levels. Come on, big boy. There we go. So, this line over here, so this little place here, if you step in this little place here, you will spawn the Trojan. But if you go over the spikes, you can go right over here, sit down, and then invite your friend to come to the room, and then when he comes to the room, he walks towards you and BAM! A Trojan spawns right in front of him. But when your friend comes to the room, you do this, and the Trojan dies right on spawn. Okay, so we have actually cleared up all rooms. All I need to do is just clear the middle.